Coming over to the very last part of this presentation, we have the history and background of this play. See, actually, this play was written, and O'Neill finished revising the manuscript into its final version in March 1941. And I told you before, he had done this, he had given this play as a gift on their 12th wedding anniversary to his wife. And he never wanted it to be published. There are very good reasons why he did not want it to be published, at least after his death, and at least 25 years after his death. The key aspects of the play, it is an autobiographical play, and the play closely parallels Eugene's own life. The location of the summer house it corresponds to the family's summer house. I mean, O'Neill's family summer house, Monte Cristo Cottage at Connecticut. It is the same location that he is mentioning in the play, and the actual setting in the play, the way he mentions the house, there is a living room and there is an adjacent room. It is exactly the way that his real house is in Connecticut. The house, it is in the same way. And then there are only a few name changes. Like, he doesn't keep the O'Neill name, but then he keeps the name Tyrone. Tyrone is the name of the earldom granted to O'Neill's father, actually. And then you have other names. I mentioned it before, the names of the second and the third son. It is Eugene and Edmund in the play, but in actuality, in Eugene's family, it is Edmund and Eugene. So they have 3 children. The middle one died, and in reality, in Eugene O'Neill's family, it was first one Jamie, second son Edmund, and third son Eugene, that is Eugene O'Neill. But in the drama, he adapts it into the other way: first son Jamie, second son Eugene, and third son Edmund. So Edmund in the play is actually Eugene O'Neill in reality. And you have Eugene's James Tyrion. He was a promising actor. In the play, we see him as a promising, talented actor, but he confined himself to one particular role, one particular character, and so he did not become a classical actor. The same thing happened to Eugene O'Neill's father, James O'Neill, and he was a promising actor in his youth, but he, actually represented only, he acted the Count of Monte Cristo, Alexander Dumas, Count of Monte Cristo, and that key role he played, and he played that for 6,000 times. But he was criticized for selling out for commercial success and at the expense of the artistic merit. He was very talented. He could have done many other things, but then he was criticized because he did only this role and he garnered a lot of money. Similarly, we have Eugene's mother, Mary. Same name is maintained here. And in 1912, the play was written in 1914. But in 1912, this corresponding same kind of situation was there in Mary's life also. Eugene's older brother Jamie, was an alcoholic, just like that. And we have the parallel to, in the play it is mentioned that Edmund, and the youngest son, was a poet, and he has written several poetries, but the local newspapers were, some were not for him. They were against him and they criticized his work. Such things can be seen in Eugene O'Neill's life also at around 1912. And during the 1912 and 1913, Eugene O'Neill also had suffered from tuberculosis and was admitted in a sanatorium, just like Edmund in the play. So this play is very autobiographical, and actually I mentioned it in the beginning itself. It is a tale of tears and blood. He had found it very difficult to forgive and forgive various things of his past, of the doings of his family, and family, that is his father, mother, and his brother. But then later on, as he matured, he could forgive them. Maybe that is the time when he wrote this play, and this play is definitely not judgmental. So this is about the historic and autobiographical elements of this play. Now some you can the few slides that come after this is about Eugene O'Neill. I'll not be narrating it. You can go through it as it comes. Thank you.